Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Diary of an Introvert. I'm your host Saad, and in this series, in this podcast, I talk about my opinions and share my thoughts on some business stuff and some self-help productivity stuff. So, for today's episode, I thought, why not talk about branding? Okay, since I was watching some successful people talk about branding. I was watching Alex Hormozy about talking about branding, and it was really awesome how easily he explains branding. Let me explain what he says. So, branding is just you associating your thing, your product, or your service with something that your audience likes. And if you do it correctly, you'll get more sales. Simple enough, right? That's the whole point that he explains in a, I think, like 40-minute video. Now, why is that fascinating and a little bit problematic? It's just that if you're a small business, associating your product or service to something that or your audience likes takes a huge cut of money normally. For example, Nike does associations with basketball players or sports players to increase their sales. I mean, if you're a small business and you don't have access to big celebrities or big brands, how can you associate your thing to another brand or a person who is very famous? Now, I think I can work it out a little bit. Okay, I have thought of a strategy that will help you associate your brand, and that is just you, the ambassador of your business, talk about the stuff that your audience likes. You make your brand around those things. So, one way you are associating your brand to that thing that your audience likes, but at the same time, you're not actually associating that thing officially on uh, on that thing. Another thing that branding involves is content creation. You should leverage social media like I am doing right now. But I am still getting zero views on every video, but it's okay. I'll get there. I'll get my first view, then second, then third, then 100, and then 1,000, then maybe 10,000. It's a slow process, I've heard. But the point is, consistency matters. If you're making content, you will make up a brand. Another thing that I want to discuss is there's a youth business expo coming to our university, and my class fellows are kind of forcing me forcibly taking me to that expo. And why I'm saying forcibly, it's because I don't know what to do there. Okay, they have an idea. I gave them an idea about making biodiesel from waste cooking oil, but you have to present that idea in a business sense. How the hell can I present this as a business opportunity? We are not going there for fun and games. We are going there for actual investment. And even if one in a millionth chance of getting an investment, and even if we get an investment, what will we do with that? We don't have a plan, we don't have anything. Yet our HOD, head of the department, is forcing us to go over there and just present the idea. It's really frustrating how they're forcing us to do something that we don't want to do. I mean, the expo is on Saturday and my Saturday is off. So it's really just disturbing my weekend. So yeah, I wanted to share that to make myself feel better. Also, is it necessary for a person to go to for it is it necessary to edit your videos like crazy to go viral. I mean, I am testing this theory out, but I think it will take me a long time. I have to do the this is the thing that I'm doing right now. This is a volume game. This podcast is a volume game. Okay, I am doing no editing, just a picture and me, my flabby little voice talking right now. Sometimes I wonder how the hell am I going to make this podcast work? Because I really want it to work. This is my dream. And it quite frustrates me that I'm getting zero views. I'm sure that many content creators have been through this agony of zero views, but I am still going through it, and I hope that I will uh, come clean out of this. Someday my podcast will get views, and someday I'll afford a good camera, a good mic, and someday I'll invite guests, valuable, successful people that will share their opinions and thoughts and strategies. My whole goal is someday I will provide value to the world. Also, people have been telling me that my storytelling skills are good, not perfect, not amazing, but it's good. But in English, that's a bit difficult because you have to think about the story a lot if you want to explain it in English. And storytelling is really important for your brand. Whatever you're doing, your business, your services, your job, whatever it is, storytelling is the most basic and the most useful skill to have. I think the most effective way to increase your storytelling skills is to watch podcasts, to watch people explaining their journeys and you know their challenges of life, or you should read books. Okay, books are a really great source of storytelling skills. I will end on the point that if your thing sucks but you know how to do marketing, it will work to some point. Okay, you just need to do marketing correctly. Some people say that uh, your business is a cake and the cherry on top is the marketing. No, the whole cake is marketing. The cherry on the top is business, is your product or your service. Okay, it is how you position yourself to the market. It is how you position yourself to your audience, to your customers, to your prospects. It is only when you position yourself correctly you will become successful. And yeah, I think that's a great point to end with. Thank you, everyone who ever listens to this, and subscribe to more. Help a brother grow his small channel. Thank you.